Let's talk about it. It's been some time since I've given an update on Umar Johnson and FDMG, but now is the perfect time. Umar just recently posted to his Instagram that the school has been vandalized, and now we have a clip that we're about to watch from his YouTube that I screen recorded. So we're going to play the clip, and then after we go through the clip, I'm going to show you some of the images of the school and the vandalism that occurred.
Douglas. And the most honorable Marcus, we still going to end it on a positive note, brothers and sisters. To my neighbors here in Wilmington, Delaware, I'm very disappointed. And the reason I'm disappointed is not because of the vandalism. It's not because of the graffiti. It's because I was gone for about a month and nobody called me, nobody texted me, nobody inboxed me, and nobody emailed me the fact that our high school had been broken into. Nobody said a word. I had to learn of this on my own. On my own.
Let's pause there. The reality is, no one really knows Umar Johnson in the community. He's never made no real effort to get to know anybody in the community outside of, I mean, one or two block parties, which was really just to further this FDMG school scam. No one knows this guy. And again, if you notice, a common theme with Umar Johnson is he lacks accountability. It's always someone else's fault or what someone else didn't do. Again, you would think with all the money he raised, if you have a camera system in place, we're in 2025. Don't the cameras have where you could look on your phone, where you could tap in an app or something? I mean, every camera system I've ever had, you can pull up your camera system from your phone, from your computer, and see what's going on live. Um, Secondly, when we talk about accountability, Umar Johnson, why is he going on a 1 month world tour when when the priority is supposed to be opening up FDMG? You would think he's telling everybody we're at the finish line, we're almost there, but yet he has time to go on a 1 month world tour. Make it make sense. I'm gonna tell you why. The school is really no longer a priority for Umar Johnson, and it really hasn't been for probably about 2 years or so. And the reason why is because it's not making any real money compared to when he first started this FDMG school scam. That's why. And secondly, when Umar first started to blow up, probably 10 years ago, he was illiterate when it came to the internet, and he didn't know how to monetize and make money um, from social media. When he was going viral, he doesn't understand that, and he doesn't have anybody around him who can show him or teach him, and that's probably his own doing and his own ego. But if you notice, as of late, you've seen Umar doing a lot of speaking engagements, and he's been doing a lot of podcasts. And I believe this is the way he's really making his new money now. He's finally starting to tap in to some of that social media money, and that's why he's not really concerned about FDMG no longer.
I got back last night, stayed in Delaware so I could come and check the post office and come check on the school. And what do I find? That they broke into the high school. What do I find? That they vandalized my private book collection of more than 5,000 books that I've been collecting most of my life. Out of print books, rare books, supplies for our children, clothing for our children, things we can use for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy.
All right, so let's pause there. I'm going to show you some of the vandalism that he's referring to, his book collection and school supplies for the children. So here we go. This is the large school right here. I mean, this is the first time we're actually seeing the inside of this school in probably 6, 7 years since he first acquired the buildings. Okay, so there's the damage to the larger school that he's referring to. If you notice, um, there was no
And no
lights on in that building because the larger high school has no electricity. Again, he's never done any work to that larger school um, since he's acquired the buildings over 6 years ago. If you had to ask me, what probably happened is, again, this is in a urban environment. It's not the best neighborhood. I'm sure a lot of people who live in that neighborhood know that the school is essentially abandoned. They probably haven't seen Umar, like he said, in over a month there. And you probably had some kids, some teenagers that broke into the school, because we did see the glass in the video, and then they vandalized the school. Again, not justifying it. I mean, no matter how you feel about Umar Johnson, I mean, no one should be going in into anybody's property and vandalizing it. But again, I just don't understand why Umar preaches that he wants to save black boys and opening this school is so important, but yet he's on a 1 month world tour, literally talking about the same things he's been talking about for the last decade, and not opening up this school that's supposedly right at the finish line.
nobody from Wilmington called me and said, Doc, I think the high school has been compromised. Now, let me answer a question right now, brothers and sisters. Let me answer a question. Some people are saying we thought you had security. We do on the Marcus Garvey Elementary School. We do on the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium. We do on our corner storage building. We have security on that side of the building. We have surveillance. We have up-to-date security system. If they do anything over there, the police will be on their ass within seconds. If they do anything over there, the police will be on their ass in seconds. If they do anything over there, the police will be on their ass in seconds. But we don't have that on the high school because we do not have electricity in the high school. We do not have electricity in the high school. We do not have electricity in the high school, brothers and sisters. This happened in the Frederick Douglass High School. Now, originally, we were going to save our money and wait to renovate the high school after we had our certificate of occupancy for the elementary school. That was the plan. But after about 4 years of no vandalism, brothers and sisters, after 4 years of no vandalism, brothers and sisters, after 4 years of no vandalism, they back at it again. They back at it again. They back at it again, brothers and sisters. So we're going to
My thing with Umar is this: he's going to try to use this vandalism as somehow the power structure is trying to sabotage him and prevent him right as he gets to the finish line. When in most cases, it's either about one or two things: either some bored kids that's out of school and they broke in and vandalized that larger school, or number two, it's probably someone Umar screwed over in the past. He owes money. I know that the gentleman Don, he's been very upset with Umar about back wages that he hasn't been paid. It's probably some type of either one of these two instances what caused someone to break into this school. Because again, they probably knew that larger school had no electricity and there was no camera systems set up.
have to get started on the high school immediately. Black electricians who can do a commercial job, licensed in Delaware and Wilmington, I need you to come to the forefront. Black electricians who are not
Let me just say this. I hate to keep pausing, but I got to get it off. Pause. Um, Now he's going to use this as an excuse as to why he's going to have to pause and pull resources and money from the smaller school to now we got to focus on this larger school and get the electricity up. Do you know how expensive it's going to cost? How much money he's going to need to raise to get the electricity turned on there in this large building? Again, I wouldn't put past Umar, and this is alleged. I have no proof, I have no evidence, but just studying Umar, I want to add a third conclusion. I know I said it might be children, it may be someone in the past, but I wouldn't put it past Umar if he self sabotaged himself. If he paid somebody to go in and vandalize a school so he could prolong and come up with a valuable reason why um, the opening of FDMG has to be delayed. Don't put it past Umar.
Not licensed in Delaware and Wilmington, I need you to find somebody in Wilmington who can pull the permit. I need my black electricians who claim they care to find somebody in Wilmington who can pull the permit so you can repair the electric. The good news is the high school electric system was not as vandalized as the elementary school's electric system. The good news is that the Frederick Douglass High School electrical system was not as vandalized as the elementary school. So it's a larger school, but the system is much more intact. It's a larger school, but the system is much more intact. Let me say this. Don't ask me another question about the school. Let me say this again. Don't ask me shit about the school again. I'm not answering no questions. Because we've been going through this for 6 years. And y'all keep asking the same dumbass questions that you already been giving answers to. Y'all know y'all been sabotaging. Y'all know y'all been vandalizing. Y'all know y'all been throwing trash and litter all on this campus. Y'all know y'all been sabotaging and undermining, talking about why the school not ready yet with a steady barrage of sabotage.
Let's pause right there. I mean, what he's saying is totally incorrect. Number one, you're living in a poor community. So just because you got some trash in front of the school, that's not sabotage, man. Like, let's stop it. And secondly, that large school was already a mess from the beginning. It already was used as basically a storage unit from a lot of those things were from the old Moyer Academy. So even though the larger school has been vandalized, that should have no effect on the timeline of opening up FDMG. But you can see, or I can already see his language. Don't ask me no more questions about the school. At, he's going to try to use the situation as an excuse as to why the school opening will be delayed. No Umar now. I mean, the school was never going to open anyway, but his supporters will say, well, he was close to opening up the school, but then he was sabotaged by the power structure. When really, it's really, like I said, it's only three things: either some badass kids, Don, or Umar himself set up this sabotage as a to make an excuse to delay to open up FDMJ.
Talking about why the school not up yet when you know why, because your ass keeps sabotaging. We had a YouTubian struggle streamer. We had a YouTubian struggle streamer, undercover booty bandit, who called the electric company posing like me. Y'all know who he is. The undercover booty bandit. Dr. Umar hater number one. The undercover booty bandit. He called the electric company and the gas company posing as myself. Posing as myself. And so we had to get a private security clearance added to our account because we got YouTubian struggle streamers like that booty bandit. We got YouTubian struggle streamers sabotaging our accounts, brothers and sisters. This is what they do. And y'all celebrate and cheer them on. And then you say, why the school not open yet? And then you say, why the school not open yet? Now, with that being said, we're going to try to get the electric cut on as soon as possible. I got to go through this again. We got to go through this again. So I'm going to bring some companies in and walk through the high school and see what kind of bill they're going to give us. Because once we get the electric on, we can do the security surveillance. Once we get the electric on in the Frederick Douglass High School, we can get the security clearance on again.
Again, let me break down. This really makes no sense what he's saying, because why would you divert resources to getting the electricity turned on in the school when the initial plan was to open up the elementary school and you were going to start with second or third grade and then go down a grade and up a grade? So by the time If you're going down a grade and up a grade and you're starting with second and third grade, it's going to be about 5 years or so before you even get to the high school anyway. So why not continue to put all the resources in opening the small school when, remember, you only need some tile and some doors before you can get the school open. See, this, the more and more Omar speaks on this, the more and more it makes me think that he might have self-sabotaged. Again, this is alleged. I have no proof of this, but it just seems a little fishy if you ask me.
Okay. So I'm going to look at the cameras. It's going to take me a while because the cameras are continuous record. The cameras are continuous record. So I have to look at all the footage because I don't know what day this happened. It could have happened yesterday. It could have happened 30 days ago. I don't know if this happened when I was in UCLA. Shout out to my UCLA students. I don't know if this happened when I was at Manchester University in the UK.
Again, more excuses just to delay. Again, even if he's been gone a month, it shouldn't take but maybe a day or two to go through this footage, because I mean, you can just keep skipping forward until you see a change in the structure. When you see the school from the condition that it was in prior to the vandalism, once you see it vandalized, then you could just narrow in on that time frame. But this is just another excuse that Umar is going to use to delay, and understand 9 times out of 10, um, nothing's going to come of this camera footage. And then again, when I really think about it, didn't he just say it was no electricity in this school? So how are we going to see any vandalism? How are you going to catch any vandalism that occurred inside this larger high school if there was no electricity and no camera system set up? Unless he's referring to the school, the smaller school across the street, maybe cameras outside can see over to the school and maybe see, potentially who broke in. But again, this is starting to smell real fishy, and the more and more this video goes on.
Shout out to my Manchester University UK students. I don't know if this happened when I was debating Elon Musk's father at Oxford University. Shout out to my Oxford University and Oxford Union African students. I don't know if this happened when I was in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Shout out to the Ypsilanti family. I don't know if this happened when I was in New Orleans. Shout out to the New Orleans family. I don't know if this happened when I was at Chicago. Shout out to Chicago and the Jacob Carruthers Center for Inner City Studies, Northeastern Illinois Africans. I don't know if this happened when I was at Cleveland. Shout out to my Cleveland, Ohio. I ain't been on campus in a month, brothers and sisters. I haven't been on campus in a month, brothers and sisters, so I don't know when this happened.
You heard it here himself. He hasn't been on campus in a month. And we're supposed to believe that this school is a priority 6 years in. And I remember when Umar made reference to him actually slowing down as far as going on tour and during these speaking engagements years ago. But again, just another lie from Umar.
And nobody even bothered to call me to tell me it happened. Peace, King. Good to see you, brother. All right now. Nobody even bothered to call me. Now, I did get a call from a sister from Wilmington. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. But I got a call from a sister from Wilmington, Delaware about a week ago. I don't know if this has anything to do with the vandalism. Destroyed my 5,000 book collection that I have amassed my entire professional career. That hurt me in the heart. That hurt me in the heart. They spilled paint over everything. They stole some things, but they did way more vandalism than theft. They destroyed everything in there, brothers and sisters. Now we got to clean up the gym for the third time. This is the third time we've had to go through this. I used to hire security to sit outside the school, but most of the time they didn't even do their damn job. They would be home sleeping, telling me they at the school, and then I would do random pop-ups and they wouldn't even be out here. This is why. Yes, sir. Yes, we own this school, young brother. What's your name, Prince? What grade you in? You don't know your grade?
I'm in second. I bet they go to third.
You're about to go to the third. What grade you in, Prince?
Fifth.
You in the fifth grade?
That's my brother.
Okay, y'all brothers, y'all look alike. So you're about to go to the third, you said.
Yes.
So when we open up this school, it's going to be second, third, and fourth, right? So fourth grade, you might be here, right? Fourth grade, you might be here. You're going to the,
Sixth.
oh, you're going to the sixth grade. We might not catch you until we in this building, the high school. And to my young princesses, we will be opening up the Anna Douglas Amy Garvey Academy for young princesses as well. So it's going to be boys first, and then it's going to be girls. So all y'all might one day be students at the school. Say that again.
This was the same rhetoric he was talking about 10 years ago when he was telling people's children that they would have a chance of going to FDMG, Amy Douglas School. And now those people have graduated college, started families, and in their mid-20s and some even 30s.
Some people just went and win. When?
Just like a minute.
You saw somebody walk in this building. What door?
They gonna call her.
No. Nobody walked in this door. I've been here the whole time.
No, they walked in that door. They gonna walk out of here. They can come through that door.
So y'all been seeing the people who've been breaking into the school.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
They were here.
Yo! Excuse me. Get out that school. Yo! Come out. This private property. I need y'all off.
I didn't go in there.
Okay, my brother. I believe you, young prince. I need you out. I need you out of here. This is a school. This is a school, young people. This is a school, young people. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, family?
Like I suggested, looks like you saw some kids up on the step near the high school that was broken into. School is out. These kids, they're out of school now. I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, they potentially broke into the school and went in there and vandalized it.
What are we doing? Let me find out. It's the little people. Let me ask you a question. All right? Y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day. It's okay, kid. You're all right. You're all right, my brother. Don't worry about it. We about to get the locks changed right now. I'm waiting for my locksmith to show up. We're going to change the locks. Somebody broke in. We're going to change the locks. Sister, I need you to turn that camera off. Nothing's funny. Turn it off. And I need y'all to move on. You can't hang on this block. This is... Excuse me? I need y'all to go or I'm going to call the police.
Sound like one of them badass kids said, "Call the police." This where the live got paused, and that's pretty much the end of it. But there you have it, FDMG update. One more thing before we go, I want to show you some other vandalism that occurred at FDMG. Hold on, remove that. Let's add that. I showed you the high school, and now I'm going to show you the outside.
Brothers and sisters, as we start a new year, vandalism has began again at the Frederick Douglass High School. As we start a new year, vandalism has begun at the Frederick Douglass High School. We haven't had anybody vandalizing the school for several years now. We do have cameras. I'm going to go through the cameras and find out who it is, and I will make a police report. I will be sending images to the police. We haven't had any vandalism in years, and now the vandalism is back. But it will not go unchecked. It will not go unchecked, brothers and sisters.
Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this was just some children bored and they broke into school and vandalized it? Do you think it's one of Umar's former business associates? Or do you think that Umar set this all up himself to give a reason to delay the school opening? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.